Got a little bit of work done this week. Not a lot. We got a couple of other things going on. But we went ahead and put some upholstery on this door. I'm not real happy with the outcome. Got a couple of wrinkles in it here. I'm going to try to take the steam machine and work those out. And we also have to make a shim to go behind this because of the change in thickness and everything in order to meet up and close the door properly. So same routine as the other side. No point in duplicating the video, but that's where we are. We just sometimes these jobs take a lot of time and aren't really worth putting on the video. We like to get a video out every week, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. We do have another project that I shouldn't be playing with, but can't resist it, so we'll get some video up on that project here pretty soon. It's an interesting project, but completely different from this one. So anyway, that's kind of where we are. We'll see if we still have our dash to finish up. I've got the trailing edge on the one side. I've got to figure out how to seal it off, and we'll get it put back in. You know, I'd like to put it back in permanently, but that just really is going to have to wait until we get our wiring figured out, because no point in bolting it all in there, and it's a lot easier to work on if you have it out on the bench as far as running wires and that, and than it is sort of reach up behind the dash. So we'll do that. At some point here, we're getting far enough forward in our project that I'm going to take those seats out again, and then we're going to work on our tunnel and finish up our side curtain box and all of that stuff. And really, like I said, trying to work forward from the back of the car and do this stuff more or less for the last time. But we'll see how that works out. You know, we stuck the scuttle on there for a few minutes. At least we tried to, but not going to work out the way we thought, because I think the scuttle has got to go on before the dash. Otherwise, we're going to cut up our little trim pieces there. That scuttle's got to, down at the bottom edge, has got to return. It goes under the wood. So I think what we got to do when it comes time is put the scuttle on and put the dash in last. We got our left-hand door to latch. Again, not as good as I'd like it. To do a little bit more work on this side, because the latch spring, the little plunger spring, is so stiff that you can't just close the door without pulling the handle back to get it to lock in. So, you know, I don't know if that's the way it normally was, but this side's a little different. We'd also hung our running board on there, and we've got these aluminum strips that we made for dress up. Got the holes marked, and we just kind of got that running board mocked up on there. But what I'm sitting here thinking is it's probably going to have to get the wing out, the front wing, or fender, and hang it on there, because that's really going to dictate where this running board goes front to back. This part of the running board bolts to the back of the fender. There's a rubber gasket or something goes in between the two of them, but you can't just bolt that running board up and assume that the fender is going to end up right here. So there is a little bit of latitude back and forth. So before, I just kind of, the brackets underneath are slotted a little bit, so before I get too crazy there, I'm going to have to go and dig the fender out and get it laid up in here. The other thing is there's a bit of that welting goes in between the body and the running board, and the thing with that is it starts back there and continues on up one continuous piece all the way to the front, and actually goes I think between the fender and the front apron. I'm not entirely sure there. I have to go back and look whether the wing sits on top of the apron or the apron sits on top of the wing, one of the two. So I think it's probably time to go dig out a wing.